What's up, beauties? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how to price your hair bundles the right way. I know this video is well overdue. I was supposed to be made this video a few months back, but hey, we're here now, better now than never. So first thing first, before we get into today's video, if you have not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn your post notification bell on so you won't miss when I upload. But without further ado, because I don't want to waste you guys' time, let's just hop right into the video. So first thing first, when you're pricing your bundles, you want to make sure that you are including every single thing inside of your pricing. This goes down to the vendor's cost, the supplies that you're going to be using, whether or not you're going to be adding shipping in, your overhead, and most importantly, your profit. A lot of times people just go from vendor costs, add a little bit of profit, and that's it, without factoring any of these expenses in there as well, and then wonder why at the end, yeah, you made a sale, but you really didn't make any money off of it, because now with the profit that you thought you made, you have to pay your expenses with. So this is why you have to make sure that you are as strategic as possible when you are pricing your bundles. Now, this pricing strategy can go for anything. It can go for your bundles. It can go for your wigs. I do have a video on specifically how you price your wigs. I will link that down in the description box below. And also, too, this pricing strategy can go for if you want to add on products to your website. So this can include like your wax sticks, your flat irons, any type of product that you want to sell in your store. You can use the same strategy pricing your products. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So these are the 5 categories that you want to make sure that you have when you are pricing your products. You want to make sure that you have your vendor costs. You want to make sure you have your supplies. This includes all the supplies that you use for this, whether you're putting hang tags on your stuff, if you're going to be shipping out your products with thank you cards, you want to include your business cards on there. You want to make sure you're including your bubble mailers if you want to, you know, give a personal touch onto your brand and ship out with your own type of supplies and not use the shipping company's supplies. You want to make sure that you're including the shipping label that you use, the ink that you use, anything that you're using as far as supplies in order to make your business afloat. You want to make sure you're including that in your supplies. Shipping and your overhead categories are always going to be variables. You can include shipping into your pricing if you want to. That is totally up to you. It does incentivize people to be prone to buy more from you if the shipping is included, because they feel like the price that they see is the price that they get. They don't have to worry about getting any surprises at the end of checkout. Your overhead, this is an expense that's going to come whether you're making money or not. You want to make sure that you always take account for this. And I'm going to show you guys how to make sure that your overhead is covered no matter what. Your profit, we'll go into that in detail, but you really want to think and take the time out to decide what profit margin you want to make. The rule of the game is usually whatever your total cost is times 2.5, but it's a fair game here. In the profit thing, is totally up to you on what you want to make. So let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to actually include real vendor pricing so you guys can get a better understanding of how much things are going to cost and come up to for you, so you can make sure you're pricing your things the right way. So let's just get started. All right, so for the first category, for let's just say we're ordering a 16-inch bundle from our vendor, right? So this is going to run us anywhere between $19 and $30. The cost of everything has went up, so I'm just going to go ahead and just put $30 there, because yeah, if you're ordering from a good vendor and the price and everything is good, I mean the quality, everything is good, you're going to expect to spend a little bit more money for the quality of bundles and things that you're going to be getting from them. So I'm going to put $30 for that bundle. You want to make sure that you put your shipping price in there as well. Usually vendors, they are going to charge you a high rate for shipping because they expect you to spend more with them. The average pricing for, I'm gonna say like 3 bundles is $25. So if I divide that in half, so we're gonna go 25 divided by 3, we're gonna get $8.34. And this is what you will be including for this total render cost. So $30 plus the $8.34, that's going to come up to $38.34. So you just go ahead and plug that number in. Move on to the next category. Supplies. Include, like I said, include all the supplies that you're going to be using. For this example, I know I'm going to be using hang tags. I'm going to be using thank you cards. And business cards. I know I want to use like my bubble mailer. I know I'm going to be using the shipping label, and I know I'm going to include an invoice in the pricing. So what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and just write everything down. I'm going to put BM for bubble mailers, SL for shipping label, and then I'm going to put an I for invoice. So my hang tags, I know I'm going to get those from Vistaprint. They come in a set of 500, and you get those for $20. So if I divide 500 from 20, well 20 from 500, I'm going to get 4 cents. So I know that I need to include, for one hang tag included, I need to make sure that I'm adding 4 cents to the pricing. For my thank you card, same thing. 100 count comes, and you get that for $20. So if I divide $20 by 100, I'm going to get 20 cents, meaning that per thank you card that I include in my packaging, it's going to cost 20 cents. For the business cards 500 count, you get 500 for $20 on Vistaprint. If I divide that $20 by 500, I'm going to get 4 cents. And I just pretty much, just depending on how much your supplies are going to come up to. Of course, these numbers are going to look different depending on where you're getting your supplies from and how much things are costing you. You want to make sure that you divide it by the total amount that you're getting, so you know exactly how much to include with your pricing. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this. So the bubble millers, I'm going to get those off of Amazon. And if you look on Amazon, and depending on the packaging, it will show you the amount it is per one. So a pack of 25 on Amazon is going to run you 64 cents a piece. Shipping labels, if you're going by the pack of paper, is going to run you, or even if you go to the library, if you have to go to the library and print out your shipping labels and things like that, go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you are by the printer so you won't risk any of your customers' information being exposed. So I'm going to price that at 10 cents for the shipping label and for the invoice. So if I add all of these numbers up, the 4 cents, 20 cents, 4 cents for the business card, 64 cents for the bubble mailers, and 20 cents collectively for the shipping label and the invoice, I am going to get a total of $1.12. Okay? Shipping. Like I said in the beginning, shipping is totally up to you. You can include this in your pricing, or you don't have to include this in your pricing. It is totally up to you. For this example, I'm not going to include this in the pricing, but you can. It depends. You can include the total cost amount of the shipping. You can include half of the total cost, so that way when people check out with you, it's not as much as it would normally be if you were charging them the full amount. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to leave that category as 0 because my customers are going to be paying for their own shipping. The next category, my overhead. Overhead is going to be your website. It's going to be how you use, what platform you use to send your emails out. If you have text messaging, if you have a virtual address, this is going to go inside of this category. So for this demonstration purposes, I have 3 overhead expenses, which is going to be my Shopify, my email, and my virtual address that I am using so that I don't have to have my personal information on the invoice when I am shipping out orders. They have the virtual address, you know, the address that's on there. So for my virtual address, it is $10 a month. The emails that I use is going to be $6. And for my Shopify bill, it is going to be $29 a month. So if I add all of these prices up, I am going to get a total of $45. Now with this price, I'm not going to include this in my total amount just yet. I'm going to show you how you're going to get your overhead covered once we get to the end of this, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and move down to the next category, which is profit. Now, sis, we're going to tell you right now, your profit, it can be however you want to be. But just keep in mind, whatever you decide your profit to be, do not lowball yourself or don't place yourself out of the market and what people are going to pay, if that makes sense. So say for instance, you're selling raw hair extensions. We all know that raw hair extensions goes for some money. So don't be out here trying to price your raw hair extensions for $50 and you know that the market price starts at $75, $80 and above. You want to make sure that you are not only being able to be in business, but actually making money in business. Because what's the point of having a business and putting the amount of work that you have to put in for running a business and not making any money off of it, if you follow me? So, and also too, another reason why this category is so important and why can't no one really tell you exactly how much you should charge for yourself in this category is because if you're thinking long term for your business and you plan on being in business for a long time, you want to make sure that you are making sure that your business is making enough money so that you can eventually hire people in your business. If you're not charging enough in your business, how can you possibly pay someone else to be in your business? You're gonna come up short somewhere in your business, and you're gonna be pulling money from places that it does not need to be pulled, when you can just follow the strategy and really just make sure that you're pricing your products in the beginning, the first time around, the correct way, so that you don't have to correct anything in the long run and be in shambles when you don't have to. So for this example, I know that was long, but anyways, for this example, I'm going to price this at, I want to make $25 a bundle, because I know, just from experience, I know that the girls like to pay for at least 3 bundles at a time. So I know that every time someone pays for 3 bundles at a time, I'm making $75 off top. So I'm going to put $25 per bundle. That is what I want my profit to be. And just another example, just to show you guys from a different light. Say I wanted to hire someone, say I wanted to bring them on part-time and I want to pay them $17 an hour. Yeah, I'll be taking it from this category. I can pay them $17 an hour and I'll still have a little bit of profit left over, like $8, like $8 or $9. So left in this category, and I will still be able to pay myself, even though it won't be much at the time. But I'll be able to pay someone and I'll be able to still make profit in my business. So yeah. So once that's all said and done, we're going to go ahead and add up all of these categories. I'm going to circle every area, which is the total amount in each category. You're going to add up. We're not going to add the overhead in there just yet. I'm going to show you what you're going to do to make sure that you cover your overhead expenses each month. So what we're going to do is we're going to add up $38.34 plus the $1.12 from our supplies. We're not putting anything in the shipping category because our customers are going to pay for it. And we're also going to add this $25 into our pricing because we need to make sure that we are profiting. So once we add up all these numbers, it comes up to, let me just bring my calculator out so you guys can see. $38.34 plus $1.12 plus 0, obviously that's not going to be anything, plus $25. You get a total of $64.46. So I'm gonna write it down right here. In the beauty industry, no one is going to price their bundles at $64.46. They're going to always round to the next number. So the next number up is going to be $65. So for my 16-inch bundle, it is going to be minimally priced at $65. I know that I need to minimally price my bundle at $65 to make sure that I am covering all of my overhead. Now, remember I said don't add this into the pricing because I'm going to show you guys how you're going to do that. So you have two ways that you're going to cover your overhead. You can either sell 2 bundles and cover your overhead, because if I sell 2 bundles, that means I'm going to have a $50 profit. With my $50 profit, I can take that $50 profit and cover this. And that's already going to be covered just by selling 2 bundles. Or I can just budget off for it. So say I'm working my 9 to 5, or I get some extra money from somewhere, I can just budget for that on the side and it's already taken care of. So say for instance you want to pay your Shopify for the year with your taxes or something like that, or you want to pay your virtual address bill up for the whole year because you just got a little extra money in your check, you got a bonus in your check, and you just take that money and just, you know, pay up the virtual address bill for the year so that you don't have to worry about that. So that way this whole category gets eliminated and you don't even have to worry about it. You can either do it either way. You can either sell 2 bundles, take your profit, cover that, so that way any bundle you sell over 2 bundles is all pros for you. Or you can just set money to the side and just pay it up, and you know, that way you don't have to worry about it. It's totally up to you. You can do it either way you want to. Let me go ahead and write that down so you guys, because I know my girls, y'all like to have visuals and see exactly what you guys are doing. All right, so yeah, this is the formula that you guys will follow. This is the formula that I use in my business. No matter if I'm selling a hair bundle, I'm selling a wig, I'm selling a product, I'm selling a digital product, it does not matter. A product period, I make sure that I break down each and every number, everything that I'm going to be using and I'm going to be needing inside of my business. I make sure that I break it down so that I can take account for each and every expense that's in my business. You don't want to never come short in this area, because one thing we're trying to do, we're trying to build generational wealth. We're trying to take care of our families. And if you're anything like me, sis, you're trying to go full time with your business, and you can't be coming up short in the profit because you're not pricing your products right in the other areas. You want to make sure that you are putting yourself in a position to win, putting yourself in a position so that your business is actually making money and thriving. So that if you want, pay yourself, you can hire employees. Like I said, you can invest into marketing, invest into influencers, whatever it is that you want to invest in. You want to make sure that you are pricing your things right so that you can be able to do those things. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Also comment down below what other business tips or just things that you want answered, and I can definitely make a video on that, just giving you more clarity on that. This is the end of this video. If you made it to the end and you have not subscribed already, sis, what are you doing? I drop gems over here about business, being an entrepreneur, and especially if you are a mom, because I am definitely a mom of 5 and it can get hectic sometimes, but we got this. So if that fits what you're looking for, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn your post notification bell on so you won't miss when I upload. But until next time, you guys,